Hey everyone, this is Concho from Concho Sewing and welcome back to another edition of DIY Sewing. I want to wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year and all the holidays that are coming, all the festive vibes that are upon us. So in this video tutorial I will be showing you how to make one of these chest pouches. So I already have a video on how to make a chest pouch, but this one is an upgrade. So there are a few things that are different. The pouch is a bit smaller than the previous one and it has a curve on the top, so you can open it with one hand. I had a problem with the previous pouch because the angle of the zipper wasn't big enough. You needed two hands to open the pouch, so this one does not require that. So let me show you how it looks. So we have a front pouch here. We have some pulse webbing on the front, some velcro for the morale patches. We have plastic adjusters on the top. These two go over the shoulders. We have two plastic buckles that go underneath your arms, and we have this back strap that holds everything. So let me show you how this fits. So everything is nice and snug here. Everything is in front of your face, what you need it. You also have a inner pocket. You can fit the most important stuff inside. So we have a front pouch that sits right on top of your chest. So everything inside of the pouch is really easy to access. You can access it with one hand, fast and quick. So all the important stuff goes inside. You can access it quickly with one hand and everything is tight and secure. You can adjust the length of the straps, as you can see here. So you can wear this over the jacket, and let's start sewing. Okay, so for this project we'll need a few things. These will be our decoration fabric that will go on top of our main fabric. So we have two pieces, front side, back side. They're the same, they have this curvature, and I'll show you in a minute how we are going to make that curve. So we have two pieces of those. We have one mesh fabric, which will be our pocket. This will go inside the pouch. We have our bottom part, which is 46 centimeters by 6 centimeters. We have our zipper part, which is 33 centimeters by 6 centimeters. And the measure for the front and back part. So the length is 26 centimeters and the height is 14 centimeters, and I will show you how we are going to draw this curve here. But for now, these are the main parts of the pouch. So front side, back side, pocket, our bottom part here, and our top part here. Okay, now it's time to make our curved stencil, and this is how we're going to do it. Take a ruler that has 90-degree angle. And make a 90-degree angle like that. And mark 8 centimeters on both sides. And mark the starting point. We have a starting point here, 8 centimeters on one side and 8 centimeters on the other. Now take a compass, this is the one I have, and mark 8 centimeters. And now place the needle at the 0 point here, and from one point here, 8 centimeter mark, to the other, draw a line. And this is our curved angle. Take your scissors and cut exactly on the lines. Now we have our angle. Okay, so that's the first step, and now the next step is to make our main stencil. Okay, for the next part we will need a bigger piece of paper. So you need 26 centimeters and 14 centimeters in height, so we need to make a rectangle. So either get a translucent plastic or get a cardboard or something like that, or you can use just a regular paper if you don't have any of the previously mentioned. So we need our ruler. We need to make a rectangle that has 26 centimeters in length and 14 centimeters in height. And now we need to use our curved edge that we drew before, and this is what you're going to do. First, you're going to draw a middle point, 13 centimeter middle point, on top and bottom part, and now you're going to use that curved edge. You're going to align the edges of this part of the paper with the rectangle, and this is the point where they come into contact, and you're going to follow the curve that we made. We're going to do that on both sides. So, aligning the curved paper until the edges meet on both sides, here and here. And then we are going to follow the curve. And here we go. We got ourselves a panel. Now you're going to cut this and follow the line, cut the line exactly. Okay, so this is our panel, as you can see. This is our 13 centimeter mark, on both sides, so we have our middle point. And on sides here you want to mark 7 cm mark on both sides, here and here, and connect those as well. So there we go. Now you can translate this paper on something more sturdier. I've done it on this translucent plastic. You can use cardboard or something like that. And you're going to cut 2 pieces of fabric like that for front and back panel. You're going to cut yourself a mesh fabric that will be an inner zipper, and these are only for decoration. You can use any type decoration you want, and since holidays are near, I'm using this festive fabric. Okay, so we finally made this. Now our next task is to sew fabric of your choosing onto the fabric that will support the whole pouch. So this is only for decoration, or you can just use some sturdier fabric that you want to sew it with. So this is optional. Okay, so let's move on. Alright, now that we have sewn our decoration fabric, now it's time to sew a zipper, which we'll do right now. This is our top part, this is where the zipper will go. So I already have a video tutorial, I'll put the link in the description. So we'll do zipper for this. Then next we'll do a back panel with the pocket. I also have a video tutorial on how to sew pockets, so I won't be going into details too much here. And then we are going to proceed and do the front panel. We will sew pulse webbing. I also have a video tutorial on pulse webbing as well. I'll put all the links in the description. And then we are going to assemble the pouch. So let's start with the zipper. Draw a middle point here. We are going to connect those two. And now let's sew the fabric. Take his zipper, fold the fabric like that. The fold here is a 1 centimeter fold. You're going to take 2 zipper heads and pull them towards the inside. Okay, so now take the webbing and cut 10 centimeters, split it in half, so you get 2 pieces of 5 centimeters. Burn the edges. Now place the 5 cm webbing on the zipper here, align it with the zipper. And do a row of stitching. Repeat for the other side as well. Take some cordage, cut 25 centimeters, cut 2 pieces of 25 centimeters, and also burn the edges. And there we go. We have our top part zipper. Alright, now let's continue to the front panel with pulse webbing. Okay, now let's do the front panel. We'll do 2 rows of webbing and 1 row of Velcro. So let's measure the middle point. So we need 13 centimeters from the bottom and 13 centimeters somewhere in the middle and on the top. Lightly draw the line in the middle. As I said, I already have a video tutorial about sewing pulse webbing, so you can check that out. I'll put the links in the description. So we'll divide from the middle section to the left and right 4 centimeters. In sections of 4 centimeters. So we have 3 rows of 4 centimeters. There we go. I hope you can see anything. But now we have sections of 4 centimeters. We'll do 1 row here. So something like this, 1 row here, another one here, and we'll do 1 row of this Velcro. Velcro is 3 centimeters. Okay, now let's start with the sewing bar tack on pulse webbing. Also, I want to note that you can sew this without using the bar tacking method. You can use just regular straight stitch. So that's important if you don't have a zigzag machine. There we go. Front part is done, front panel. Now let's get to the sewing the pocket, inside pocket. Okay, now as I said previously, I already have a video tutorial on how to sew pockets, so I will briefly explain it while I'm doing it here. But I will link the videos in the description so you can check those out, because I go in depth on how to do those and to do them accurately. Okay, now from the top part let's add 4 centimeters. And this will be our zipper line here. Let's cut that. And now let's sew the zipper. Okay, now let's sew the zipper. So I cut the 4 centimeters of the top and measured zipper tape. Now let's fold the mesh fabric 1 centimeter, seam allowance. Now get another zipper head, pull it from one side to the other. Like that. Take 5 centimeter webbing, cut 2 of those. And sew them onto the zipper like that. It's going to be like an angle. Follow the line here like that. Now cut the excess part here. Like that. Burn the ends. Take a cordage, some 25 centimeters. And burn the ends. And pull it through here, through the zipper head. Use an overhand knot, which is the most easiest, and it works, does the job. And here we go. We have our zipper pocket. Now we are going to sew it onto the backside panel. We're just going to align it. We are going to align the pocket, inside pocket with the panel. We have the middle points here. We're going to align those. You can use clippers to hold it in place if you don't feel comfortable using your hands, only your hands. And we're going to sew around the perimeter. Keep in mind, we are following this line here that we've sewn before, so this is our main line. Try to follow that line with the pocket. And here we go. Now we have our inner pocket. Which will serve to hold some important stuff like keys, money or something like that. And now let's start assembling the pouch. Okay, so for the next part we will need two buckles. They are LB25R, and we will need two plastic adjusters. Their markings are LK25WG. So all plastic stuff that I'm using is from YKK brand. I recommend them, they are amazing with their products. So we will need two of each, and we will need some webbing. We're going to cut 4 parts of 10 centimeter webbing. Okay, now let's burn the ends. Now here's what we are going to do. We are going to use these plastic buckles, and we are going to sew them from on the back side. We are going to sew them on the back side of the back panel. We will measure 2 centimeters from the bottom on each side. And this is a part where we will sew our buckles. So we are aligning the webbing on the top side of the 2 centimeter mark. So we have 2 centimeters here, and the buckles are facing towards the inside of the panel. Okay, now for our plastic adjusters. We are going to web the top side. We are going to pull the webbing through like that from the first part here and down. And the plastic adjuster is going to look is going to be facing down, and we are going to place it from the middle point the middle point here, 4 centimeters from the middle, so you can mark that 4 centimeters left and right from the middle. And of course the webbing is facing on the outer part of the mark that we placed. Just do a row of stitching a few times. Let's repeat that for the other part. And there we go. We have finished our back panel. Both buckles and plastic adjusters are facing towards the middle of the back panel. So that's important where they are facing. Okay, now let's assemble the pouch. So, first we will start from the bottom. We will use our bottom part, fold it in half like that, press in the middle and mark where the middle point is. Let's translate the middle point from the inside here to the outside part. Same sides facing each other, like that. Oh, one more thing. I forgot one important thing is that here on both low angles here we are going to use another angled stencil. I also have a video tutorial for that how to make your own, so your pouches are curvy and not rectangular. Personally, I like curved pouches because it gives them nice design. It's really neat when the pouch is finished. So, now let's continue. Let's continue. Don't sew it all the way up, leave some 3 or 4 centimeters from the top here. Now let's come back, and I have another tip. When we are coming to the angle here, we have our fabric curved up. Just give it a few cuts to spread the fabric like that, if you can see. Let me adjust the camera so you can see. Now we have few cuts here. Okay, now let's add the top part, and we'll do the same. We'll fold the fabric in half and mark it with a pencil. Let's continue on. Align it with the middle point. Follow the curve. Now let's cut the excess here, some 1 centimeter of the bottom part, and push the bottom part, fold it, and place the top part over it so it aligns. Okay, now let's do the sides. Let's connect the sides here. Let's do that for the other side as well. right on. Now all we need to do is to place the front panel, and what's important, to align it. So let's place a few clips. To keep this all in place. One more important thing, we need to translate that curve that we've drawn on this side, we need to draw it on this side as well, on the inner side. Alright, now we have sewn it. Now let's adjust it, cut the excess fabric. Now that looks great. Now all we have to do is to sew the back strap that goes over the shoulders and behind your back. That actually supports the pouch. Okay, so we'll proceed and do that. Now we are going to sew the back strap for the pouch, which will hold our pouch. This will be 27 centimeters by 18 centimeters. You can use the mesh fabric, you can use one layer or two layers. I will use two layers. It really doesn't matter. Just use something that is breathable. Okay, now let's sew this in a rectangle and in cross. Now let's bind the holder. Okay, now that we got the back panel, let's add some webbing. Cut 2 pieces of 40 centimeters. Of course, if you're a bigger person or your torso is bigger, you can add more. These two will go over your shoulders, and for these two you want to cut the ends at an angle like that, to have a sharp angle. Use the lighter to press it, melt the ends on both sides. So my measure is 40 centimeters. Like I said, you can add more. You can add 50 or 60 if you're not sure. If you're a bigger person or you want to wear this over the jacket or something. Now, the square parts will go straight at an angle here. Let me show you. They go straight up like that. So the squared part will go straight up. Leave maybe 2.5 centimeters like that, and sew bar tack here and here, or if you don't have the machine with that kind of option, you can just use the regular stitch. Alright, now let's repeat that for the other side. So we have a pointy end and a square end. Square end goes here, some 2.5 centimeters. Okay, now for the pieces that go under your arms, you can cut 50 centimeters. If you're not sure if that will fit, add more, 10 or 20 centimeters more. So you have enough room to adjust the straps. Adjust the ends here. Now, these two with pointy ends were going straight up, and the ones with square ends are going on the sides at 90-degree angle. So, like before, secure them tight. And for the last strap, it goes the same 90-degree angle. Alright, now it's time to connect the bag with pouch. Now it's time to connect the pouch with the back piece. So before we connect it, we need to add these 3-bar adjusters. They the markings are LA25S. This is the one I use. So place all 4 on each strap. Like so. And now the pointy end, now the pointy ends go inside the plastic adjuster. They come back through the slot and continue on through the 3-bar adjuster to secure it in place. Alright, now for the buckles. There we go. Now before we finish, the pieces that go on the buckles, we need to fold these. We need to fold them like so. Fold them 2 times and give it a stitch just to secure it, so they don't slip if the plastic adjuster breaks. Just to have something to hold it in place. And voila! There we go. You need to play around a bit with these to adjust them to your size, to adjust them to your body, but basically this is it. So we have a pouch, so we have a front pouch with 4 straps. These 2 go over the shoulders, these 2 go under your arms, and this is on your back. So that's it. Alright everyone, so that ends the video. I hope you managed to make this. It's really easy and it's really cool pouch to have it. If you're going outdoors, the pouch is really good. I can attest to that. I wear it all the time. Whenever I go outdoors, all the important stuff is here, and it's really easy to access it. Again, I want to wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I wish you all the best in upcoming year. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, tell me your thoughts or how your project went. I want to hear it from you. Criticism you have or something like that, put it down in the comments. If you want to support me, you can do it by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. You can support me on Patreon. Follow me on social networks, Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the next one.